Okay, let's continue with this series of videos going through the whole of my current CD collection. Right, we've reached the E and the F. I'm going to do the E and the F together. It's not that many. Cup of tea. The E and the F together. Right, let's start with E. That's Enforcer, and the album is From Beyond, Swedish new wave of heavy metal. Very good band. I didn't like their latest album so much. Came out earlier this year, I think. Did it? Pretty sure it did. But From Beyond is awesome. Very, very catchy. Great riffs. It's like Iron Maiden on speed, basically. Next is Ex Mortis, and this is Slave to the Sword. This is like neoclassical thrash, which is quite an interesting genre. There's not too many of those type of bands around. This is a good one. I enjoy this. The vocals are very scratchy and sharp, a little bit grating, but I can get by. The riffing is awesome. The production is awesome as well. Right. Next one is Evil, Infected Nations. I love Evil. They're a UK thrash metal band. They've been missing in action a while now, so I don't know what's happened to them, but this is a nice little double CD, DVD on the back side and the CD on the other side. Infected Nations, very good. Basically a classic Metallica style CD, not the new Metallica, the classic Metallica. That's Eldritch, El Nino. I've had this CD a long time. I remember loving this CD. Eldritch is like a melodic prog metal band, which is turned into a more straight ahead power metal band. But El Nino is a classic. It's a very good disc, very good vocals. Mix between prog and power, sometimes more straight ahead, sometimes more progressive. Very good anyway. Next is Exodus, and this is Temple of the Damned. Yeah, this is pretty good. From 2004, when Exodus came back, really. Very heavy, very crunchy sound. Pretty sure this is Andy Sneap produced. Yeah, pretty great, really. Let's move on. Edguy, Theatre of Salvation. Yeah, this is one of my favourite Edguy albums. I loved this back in the day. I remember playing this all the time. All the damn time I was playing this. I love some of these songs. Arrows Fly, that's an awesome song. Land of the Miracle, Headless Game. Nice cover as well, epic looking cover. Very good. Next is Einherjar and Blot. Einherjar is a Viking black metal band. I'm not really into the blackish bits, but this album is just awesome. I love this album. This album is not very blackish at all. It's sort of like a melodic, dark Viking metal album. Really good album. Really like that one. This is Eden Bridge, and the album is The Earth Dream. My Earth Dream. Yeah, I love Eden Bridge. This is a digipack, like the ones that I normally keep going on about, the ones I like. Yeah, I love her voice, Sabine. She's got a lovely voice, this girl, Sabine. She sings superb. Right. Now we're talking. My favourite band. Current band in the world. My favourite current band in the world. Not my favourite ever, but currently. Eclipse. Monumentum, this one. I just love Eclipse. Eclipse is an awesome band. Swedish melodic hard rock, led by the master songwriter Erik Martinsson. That guy, he's something else. He knows how to write a song or what. I mean, it's hard for me to find any even average Eclipse album. No chance. They are an amazing band for me. I just love these guys. Seen them about 3 or 4 times. Can't wait to see them again. But anyway, that's Monumentum, an awesome one. Like, what's next? There we go. More Eclipse for you. This time it's the album Armageddonize. This is another one of those little digipack jobs. Very nice too. Armageddonize, very good album. Can't complain about it at all. It's an awesome album, no doubt about it. Very awesome album. So many killers tunes. Stand on Your Feet, Blood Enemies, Love Bites, One Life, My Life. Awesome, awesome stuff. Alright, more Eclipse obviously. Bleed and Scream. Awesome album. Possibly the best Eclipse album. Wake Me Up, Bleed and Scream, Battlegrounds, Ain't Dead Yet. Every song is awesome. About to Break. So awesome. The band is just awesome. What can I say? I love them. Guess what? More Eclipse. This one is Are You Ready to Rock? It's their 3rd album. This is an awesome album. Very awesome. So many good songs. Breaking My Heart Again, Hometown Calling, Under the Gun, Unbreakable, Young Gods, Million Miles Away. So many awesome songs. Even the first 2 Eclipse albums, which I haven't got, are awesome. They're awesome. I need to maybe one day see if I can find them, but at the moment I've got all these current ones, so I'm well happy with them. I need to get, I actually haven't got the latest album, which is a bit silly of me. I need to get, what's it called? The latest album, title escapes me. God, can't believe it. Anyway, the latest album came out last year. This is the last E album I've got. It's pretty unknown. It's L-Wing, and the album is called War. It's a Greek power metal band. They're not really well known at all, but I really like this. I think this is an awesome album. This is like basically the Greek Gravedigger. There's the inside. So if you like Gravedigger, you'll love L-Wing. It's quite similar. So let's move on to the Fs. Got a bunch of Fs here, not too many. Right, the first F is this Canadian band, Final Frontier, with High Tension Wire. The singer of this has got a very nice voice, very high pitched. I forget his name. Can you believe it? He does solo albums as well. I can't remember his name. He sang in Saga for one album. He's awesome. I love his voice. He's very thin, but I love Final Frontier. It's very soft AOR, basically. It's just nice. Very good songs. Now here's Falconer, one of my favourite power metal bands of the last 20 years. This one is Chapters from a Veil Forlorn. It was their 2nd album. It's a great album. What can I say? This one is great. Not quite as good as the debut, but it's still great. Next is the debut, self-titled, from Falconer. This is just an awesome power metal album. When this came out, I was like transfixed by this. I was like, whoa, this is awesome. This singer, Matthias Blad, he's one in a million. His voice is not replicated anywhere in power metal. This kind of semi-theatrical delivery, very low baritone. Awesome. Great songs as well. So melodic. Great riff, so catchy. And they've just released an album just now, and it's their final album, and it's awesome. It's awesome. It's called From a Dying Ember. It's well awesome. Okay, let's continue with the Fs. This is Forefather and Engla Tokim, or Tokima. I'm not sure how you pronounce that. because it's in Old English. Forefather is a duo of twin brothers in England. They play epic pagan metal, if you like, or with hints of black metal as well. I really like this album. The only problem with it, it's got a drum machine for the drums, so it can sound a bit weak or odd, but the melodies are epic. I mean, it's got dual vocals, clean and harsh, but the harsh ones are not really screechy or annoying black metal, but the songs are just very, I don't know, they're cool and epic. I mean, they're folky, but they're also classic heavy metal. Very good. Those are the brothers on the back. I think they're twins. They look like twins. Or they might be just brothers, I'm not sure. But anyway, let's continue. This is Forbidden, Twisted into Form. This is a classic, really. Technical thrash. Awesome disc, awesome disc. I need to play this one of these days. Great riffs, very good heavy melodic vocals. Next on the Fs is Stefan Elmgren's Full Strike, which is entitled We Will Rise. This is the solo album of the ex-Hammerfall guitarist. He left sometime after this album came out. He left Hammerfall as well, and I think he left metal altogether. But this solo album is really good, actually. I mean, it's really well worth finding if you can. It's similar to Hammerfall in many ways, but it's just as melodic, just as catchy. It's well worth finding. Next is Fozzy's album, All That Remains. I quite like Chris Jericho. I think he's a good singer, and his songs are heavy as well. I love the crunchy guitar riffs from Rich Ward from Stock Mojo. This is a cool album. I mean, it won't be for everybody, but I like this. I think it's a cool album. The next F album is Fate's V album. Fate is the old Danish band, Danish melodic hard rock band. This was actually quite a departure for them. They had a different singer, very powerful, gritty singer, and very crunchy, heavy sound. I love this CD. I think this is awesome. I think Fate's album called V or 5 is awesome. I think if you like melodic hard rock, you should check this out. Like the band that playing behind me now, Heat. This band is fairly similar, but a bit more heavy and crunchy. Right, next one is Find Me, and this album is called Wings of Love. This is a Frontiers project fronted by Robbie LeBlanc of Blank Faces, or Blanc Faces. I love this album. This album is awesome. It was written by the guy from Mind's Eye, I forget his name, Daniel Flores. He writes a lot of stuff for Frontiers. I think this is awesome. Plus, I love Robbie LeBlanc's voice. That guy, he's got a super voice. I mean, any AOR project he's on, I'm there. I'm checking that out. So now we come to the Firewind section on my collection. I got a lot of Firewind. Okay, there we go. Days of Defiance, Firewind. This one is a digibook again. It's got pictures and then the CD on the inside. Days of Defiance, not their best album. This one features Apollo. He's their best singer though, but you can see the guys on the back there. It's Firewind. This is another Firewind disc, Between Heaven and Hell. This is an awesome one. This is one of their first ones. This is another digipack. Stephen Frederick on vocals. I love his voice. I love the early Firewind. This came out when this is quite old. This must have come out pre the 21st century. It's a bit dark. Can't see, but yeah, maybe 97, something like that. 98. Anyway, let's move on. Firewind, Burning Earth. This was their second album, I believe. And this came out in 2003. So maybe the first one came out in 2001. Not quite at the before the 21st century. But this is awesome. This is even better than the debut. I Am the Anger. I always remember that song. That's an awesome song. Brothers Keeper. That's an awesome song. Fire and Fury, that's an instrumental if I remember correct. Very shreddy, yeah. Gus G, he's a big shredder. More Firewind. Forged by Fire, this one is with Chitty Somapala, the Sri Lankan power metal singer. He's been in loads of bands. I really like this. This is awesome as well. Very good Firewind album. This one came out in 2004, is it? 2005, this one. Very good one. Firewind's not finished yet. Allegiance. This one is with Apollo again. Yeah, very good one. Typical Firewind, really. I mean, if you like Firewind, you'll like this album. I can't see why you wouldn't. I haven't finished with the Firewind. Few Against Many. This one is a nice digipack again, just as I like it. This one has Apollo on it again. There we go. Few Against Many. Very good album again. Firewind albums are interchangeable. I buy them all. I'm just a fanboy. I love Firewind. This is probably my favourite Firewind album. This is The Premonition. This is an awesome album. They got the songs really good and catchy on this one. This one's a slipcase, so it's a CD, but it's inside a slipcase. This is an awesome album. This is also Apollo. Every song is awesome on this. Mercenary Man. I remember that one. My Loneliness. That's such a catchy tune. Head Up High. Such a great tune, that one. Awesome stuff. Even a cover of Maniac. And there's a bonus DVD in this as well. So there you go. That's the last FCD I've got. Firewind. Okay. So stay tuned for more countdown of my CDs, starting with G and H next. Okay. Stay tuned.